Sonny, I've worked with athletes for many, many years, and I can say with a high degree of accuracy that I've never really seen anyone train more diligently than you've been doing around here during the last few days.
Well, in the morning I get up at 5 o'clock and I run about 5 miles. Eventually I work up to 5. And after that I come back and I go to bed. I sleep until about 10 o'clock. Then after that I get up and eat breakfast, take a walk for about a mile and a half. Then I sit around for a few minutes. Then I go back to bed. Then I get up and come over and have me a cup of tea. And I start training, skipping ropes, hitting the heavy bag, light bag, boxing, doing calisthenics.
You believe that the man in the best condition certainly has the greater chance to win, I'm sure.
Yes, I do.
Well, I admire you for paying this price, Sonny. You really train hard, and do you enjoy training hard?
Yes, I do. When I know I got to fight, huh?
This is Sonny Liston, the heavyweight champion of the world, and reputed to be the hardest hitter in the heavyweight division since Joe Louis. Sonny, I just watched you work out for about an hour, and you look like you're ready to fight giants. How do you feel?
Feel very good.
Well, how much road work have you been doing?
I've been doing 6 miles.
6 miles a day?
Yeah.
You think that's enough?
Well, I'm only trying to catch him, not to set in the track record.
I see. Well, now, some of the things that Cassius Clay has been saying, for example, yesterday he said when Liston fights Cassius the Great, everyone will compliment him for falling in 8. Do you have anything to say about that?
The only thing I can say, don't get your tickets late. If they're waiting on, it's only in the first round, they might miss it.
Y'all want to lose y'all money? Then you bet it on Sonny. He know I'm great. He will fall in 8. Come on, you big ugly bear. I'll whoop you right now.
210.5. 210.5. The challenger, Cassius Clay, 210.5 pounds.
Man, you showed us right.
All right. We're in front of famous boxer Sonny Liston's house. If I say anything wrong in this video at all, please forgive me. You can always correct me in the comments, but always be respectful. Sonny Liston was born on May 8, 1932 and died December 30th, 1970. I believe they found him, though, in early January, but that was a date that I think it was like 6 days later or so that they found that his wife walked in and found him, but that was the date that he died. His wife, Geraldine Liston, returned home after trying to contact her husband for over 2 weeks. She was visiting her mother in St. Louis over the Christmas season, but she rushed back to Las Vegas to check on him. When she got home, the doors were unlocked and the house was in darkness. She said in an interview that she thought he must have cooked something and left something on the stove because of the smell that she smelled when she got into the house. She followed the strange odor to the upstairs bedroom where she found her husband. The body was bloated and he'd been dead for at least 6 days. She told their son Daniel to go downstairs and wait there. So I guess their son was with her when they came home from St. Louis with their grandmother. I'll link the article that I'm reading this from also in the description. She did not call the police for hours later, but instead called her lawyer and a doctor. The doctor only came and then confirmed what was already known, that Sonny Liston was dead. Unlike many stories in Las Vegas, history goes back to the mob, and it was known Sonny Liston had criminal connections and was possibly murdered by them. When police showed up after midnight, they saw plenty of unopened milk bottles and stacks of unread Las Vegas Sun newspapers, which later then helped them determine the day Liston actually died. Sergeant Dennis Caputo was the first officer to arrive on scene in Las Vegas. It wasn't unusual to get these high-profile calls at first, so he didn't think anything possibly was so unusual. He said at first look, there was nothing to suggest any foul play. He was escorted to the master bedroom where Liston was. He found a small bag of weed and a glass of vodka by Liston's corpse. There are some accounts that say a revolver was found, but Sergeant Caputo says he remembers there was no visible wounds and no weapons were found. They did also find a small amount of heroin in the kitchen. It was a penny balloon on the counter. His wife and his friends have always disputed this and said that Liston was afraid of needles and for other reasons that he would have never used heroin. Autopsy did reveal trace amounts of morphine and codeine in his system, which is type commonly produced by the breakdown of the drug. There was not enough to say that that's what was killed him. People were confused of how a man still active as a professional fighter suddenly dropped dead. Was he training too hard, or was he really into this dangerous drug? The scene of Ali standing over Liston and yelling at him to get up were produced one of the most iconic photographs in sports history. His wife and others thought he had lost the fight on purpose and took a dive because the fight was fixed by the mob. Many of us will have speculations, theories, but we'll never know. Rest in peace, Sonny Liston.